Hello, I'm Nick, and in this video we'll be talking about garlic and using this herb to treat a yeast infection. Garlic is a really powerful herb that has proven antimicrobial properties, which include antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial capabilities. And this herb has been used since antiquity medicinally. And yes, garlic has a very powerful antifungal ability, which you can take advantage of to treat a yeast infection. There are many different kinds of garlic extracts and products available, but probably the best choice is just using plain fresh garlic. It's cheap, and when you crush it up, it forms a key chemical called allicin that also has powerful antifungal ability. Aged garlic products like powders and tablets don't have this allicin in them because allicin is a very unstable compound and rapidly deteriorates once it's created. And you can't get allicin from eating garlic. You need to crush it up in a blender or just with a tool and allow two chemicals, allene and allinase, to combine to form allicin. Then you can take the garlic and use it where you have a yeast infection, and it should be a lot more effective than trying to use some aged or packaged garlic product. So let's take a look at some of the research that proves garlic is a really great yeast infection treatment. A 2011 study published in Clinical Biochemistry looked at 4 different herbs, among them being garlic of course, and saw how they would react to candida. The herbs included cinnamon, thyme, marigold, and of course garlic. The study found that 256 milligrams of garlic per milliliter was a lethal dose for candida. However, cinnamon only required 15 milligrams per milliliter to kill candida. So garlic was the least good at killing candida among these herbs. And if you'd like to get some more information on these herbs, you can find out more at Candida Hub. One thing garlic can do is break up candida biofilm. And if you don't know what biofilm is, it's a thick sludge that some bacteria and fungi create to protect themselves and allow themselves to colonize a host more effectively. When biofilm is present, research has shown that it drastically increases the resistance of candida to prescription antifungal drugs. A 2012 study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that 2 prescription antifungal drugs, fluconazole and amphotericin B, had a very difficult time in dealing with some candida when it has biofilm. When the biofilm was present, candida became over 1,000 times more resistant to both of these antifungal drugs. And other research has shown that candida generally develops a very strong resistance to a wide array of antifungal drugs when biofilm is present. So this could be a key reason why, if you've been using a prescription antifungal or an over-the-counter product that does not have a prescription level dose of one of these drugs, that you haven't been getting rid of your yeast infection. But a 2005 study published in Antimicrobial Agents and Chemotherapy found that garlic was very effective at getting rid of candida biofilm. The study found that garlic worked very well at inhibiting planktonic candida cells, which are just the free-floating yeast free of biofilm. And as far as candida that was covered by a biofilm, garlic was shown after just 1 hour of incubation with candida that developed a mature biofilm that it was very effective at getting rid of this biofilm. Another thing garlic can do is stop candida's hyphal growth. Now, hyphae are just germ tubes that most species of candida transform into, and these tubes allow candida to kind of dig into your body and really entrench themselves. And when candida start to transition into their hyphal or germ tube form, this is usually a good sign that you have a more aggravated or severe yeast infection. So stopping hyphal growth will help keep the severity of a yeast infection down and help you to get rid of it a lot quicker. A 2008 study published in the Journal of Applied Microbiology found that a mixture of water and garlic worked very well at stopping Candida's hyphal growth. The study found that about 100 milligrams of garlic per milliliter radically reduced hyphal growth and nearly completely stopped the multiplication of the yeast cells. So besides being just lethal for yeast, garlic can also stop the biofilm and the hyphal growth of Candida, making it a really excellent choice to use when you want to naturally get rid of some type of yeast infection. So how should you use garlic? Well, the most powerful way is to crush up the garlic, say in a blender, and add it to, say, honey or coconut oil, and just spread it on the external area of the body that's giving you your problems. But this might not work for everyone because crushed garlic might be able to irritate the skin. So you may want to try starting out with a small amount of blended or crushed garlic when you begin treating your yeast infection. But if you're a woman, you can simply take a few cloves of garlic, peel them, and string a piece of string through them and insert them into the vagina and let it sit overnight. After a few days of doing this, you should be getting rid of your yeast infection relatively soon. Well, if you'd like more information about using garlic to treat a yeast infection, you can check out the article on Candida Hub. The link, of course, is just below in the description. And while you're there, you can learn about a very powerful holistic solution that will get rid of a yeast infection in just 12 hours naturally and stop them from ever coming back. So this would be great for those of you who have dealt with recurrent yeast infections. Okay, hey, thank you so much for watching. Hope you get better very soon. See ya.